Alright, so here we are in wevideo. They recently changed their dashboard or interface, whatever you want to call it, the way the website looks and where things are located. But you should see under recent here that there should be stuff you've been working on. I've been working on a lot of things. And here, I'll click on this one, open up that project, and you can see I've got titles and captions and all sorts of stuff, even a little bit of music here and there at the beginning and the end. All right. Now, first of all, up here in the title, you need to make sure it has your first and last name and lesson number 2. This is the project you're handing in for grading for the wevideo unit here in TechEd. So make sure it has your last name and first name and period number and also your lesson number 2 in there so the teacher knows exactly what's going on. All right. The magic button to export or finish, they call it here in wevideo, is in the top right. It says finish, go figure. And it should show you a couple of options for thumbnails. Now, a thumbnail is just a picture of something within that video so that you kind of recognize, oh, it's that video that I was working on. Very nicely, this gave me some text here that's exactly the name of the video. Sometimes these are blank and I don't know what to do about that. Sometimes there'll be just an awkward image in there, whatever. It doesn't really matter, but it's nice if you can have something here that sort of, if you had done your video on puppies and baseball, if there was a picture of a baseball park there, that would be nice. All right. A couple of things we have to make sure we get right over here under export. You want to make sure it's a video, not audio only. That would be like for a podcast and GIFs. You know what those are. And we're not doing those right now. You want video. SD is fine. We don't need to be in HD. It just takes up more file size and it's harder to export. It'll automatically save it in wevideo, but what we really need to do is make sure we check off this Google Drive symbol right here, and that will send it to your Google Drive. So when you finish doing that and you click export, it'll take a few minutes, all right, and you should actually get some sort of a status bar, and it'll end up in your Google Drive. And you can see your video is queued. You don't have to see this. It tells you it might take a while. There's this little indication here that something's happening. Look, this is sending it to California, to wevideo land, and wevideo is processing it and putting it back into your Google Drive. So this all may take a few minutes. In fact, even after this says download completed or processing completed, you still might not be able to share it in Google Classroom. All right. So I'm going to pause the video here and then show you what it looks like once it's in my Google Classroom. A couple of ways you can then share your work, which of course if you don't hand it in, you don't get credit for it. All right. You should get a message that looks like this. It says share your export. Basically says that you're done downloading. All right. There's this link here, and let's see, I'll open this in a new tab, and it takes you right into a wevideo screen there. You could right click and copy link address and then go into Google Classroom and share the link. Okay, when it says add or create, you can add a link. All right, that's one way of doing it. You can download it. If you click the download button, it'll come down here as an MP4, which is the correct format of a file. All right, so that's useful, and you would then go into Google Classroom and again add or create. You would add a file. It would be the MP4 file. So this would be adding the link. This would be adding the file. All right. The other way, I suppose, is if we went into Google Drive, because we told it it could save it in Google Drive there. Uploaded just now. And oh, here we go. Shared just now, submitting code.org artwork. So there's my thing. And let's see if I open it. Let's see, is there a download button here? Add a comment, move to, maybe, there we go. If I just right click up here, share, get a link. So there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do it, all right? And honestly, you kind of have to figure it out. Just make sure that you hand in some sort of an MP4 playable file to Google Classroom so that I can share it with your class and that I can grade you. All right. let's see, download down here. You can download it, and once again, it'll pop up down in the bottom, and there it is as an MP4. So multiple ways to do this. Hopefully that's not too confusing for you, giving you multiple options. But hand in your Lesson 2 video to Google Classroom, and then check with your teacher for further assignments. Good luck.